Thank you. Hello, everyone, again. I'm Josie, and I'm very excited to see you. I'm very happy to talk about this important topic, the nervous system, while I try to figure out how to make this work. This topic is really important for everybody because this is the foundation for everything in life. We've covered liver, we've covered gut health, we covered kidneys, lymphatic system. I mean, all of those are important, but the nervous system is the most important, I think, in my opinion, because if that is unbalanced, then you'll have all kinds of issues. So let's start here. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep, we see it.
Now, how do I zoom in?
Do you have it on present mode?
Yeah. Okay, sorry guys. Bear with me.
No, you're fine. This is good. This is perfect test for your nervous system. This is a perfect combo.
Exactly. Yep. Okay, so the nervous system is the body's master communication network, transmitting electrical and chemical signals that control every function, movement, sensation, emotion, thought, and organ activity. When dysregulated because of stress, trauma, or toxins, communication breaks down, affecting the brain, the hormones, your immune system, your digestion, and your emotional stability. So, what are the key roles for the nervous system? It usually it regulates your stress and relaxation responses, so your sympathetic versus parasympathetic balance. It maintains brain and body communication and emotional regulation. It supports focus, sleep, digestion, and healing. And it adapts to daily stressors through vagus nerve activation and recovery. So we're gonna talk a lot about those things today. And Nicole, you want to talk
Yeah,
about the
sure.
next one?
I can go through the AO markers. And for just so I know a lot of people who have the motion code or body code, we know all about the vagus nerve and clearing emotions through the vagus. It's the biggest nerve in the body. So if you think about the nervous system, a lot can be regulated through the vagus nerve. So just wanted to add that in. But the AO markers, when you're scanning, you want to look for these things and pay attention to what's coming up. Like if your crown chakra keeps coming up out of balance, the spleen meridian, the heart meridian, the small intestine meridian, cortisol dysfunction, hypoxia, mental clarity, vagal tone, emotional stability, brain nerve, that's in the vitals, any of the brain nerves. I mean, they have a whole list of them. And then elevated or low numbers in hormones under body systems. And then micro minerals, macro minerals, B vitamins, vitamins C, D, E, and A. And then also under body systems, your nervous system. And then anything that's elevated, like in your heart or brain coherence, or even low heart or brain coherence, can show up as a symptom that something's going on with that nervous system being out of balance.
Yeah, so it's important to, look at the AO markers daily and try to connect the dots. You still see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, when I'm working with the client, I always look at this because it helps, even when they have like skin inflammation and flare-ups, it always helps to look at these markers and see what's going on. And once you balance that out, it really helps the skin start clearing up too, which is really cool. Um,
Josie, one thing before you keep going, we haven't asked to make it a little bit bigger, and
yeah, how do I do that?
I think on the bottom where you see where the A is and there's a plus and a minus all the way to the right by the notes, is it there?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you could probably do it there. Yeah, that's probably even better. Yeah.
But like, I'm not,
It doesn't make it any bigger on the screen.
no, I'm trying. Do you see the slides underneath? That's what I'm trying to get rid of.
Um, Click that button maybe.
This. Mm-mm.
Um, it's hard to see it on this end. Do you want me to present it for my
Sure,
end?
that would be cool.
I just
Stop
need
sharing.
um you just have to let me share. I'll send a request and just click allow.
Okay. We need a training on how to use Zoom.
I know. Okay. Okay, so do you see my Canva?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
All right, and okay. Can you guys see
Oh,
it better?
okay.
Okay.
You did something different. Now I know.
Okay, cool. Well,
So,
that's how we learn. That's this is
yeah.
okay, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't want to
No, you're
interrupt.
fine. Thank you. That was helpful because I was trying to look at it, but I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't want to interrupt you. So there's a few types of dysregulations. There is the fight or flight, which is constant alertness, tension, anxiety, restlessness, and adrenal dominance. Then you have the freeze and shut down, fatigue, fog, detachment, depression, low vitality. And then there's the mixed states, which combines the rapid shifts between anxiety and exhaustion. And that's often tied to trauma imprints or chronic stress patterns. And I'm sure many of us have experienced all of those at the same time.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like they feed into each other. It's like you go from one to the other, right?
Yes.
Back and forth. Okay, do you want me to do this one,
Yeah,
this next one?
go ahead.
So, symptoms of nervous system dysregulation, anxiety, overwhelm, irritability, the fatigue, brain fog, emotional shutdown, sleep disturbances or restless nights. And that's like the again, like going from the sympathetic and parasympathetic. And if you can't like rest and digest, then you're going to have these like upsetting evenings where your sleep is not happening as it should, and then you're really just thrown off the next day if you're not sleeping well at night. Digestive issues due to the vagus nerve suppression, hormonal imbalance, skin flare-ups, or immune stress, and then also emotional reactivity or numbness. Like maybe like something happens and either you like super react or you just kind of like, what's going on? Like you have no response because you're just so dysregulated and your system doesn't know what to do with the information.
Yeah, I didn't know that I had this issue. I mean, I'm so much better now, but I did notice that a lot of times I don't remember things, and it's because I'm partially disconnecting from my body. It's like I'm just unable to process anything, and this is how I usually used to respond due to trauma. But it's so cool that once you start working on your nervous system, how all these things like start to go away, and you'll have a better response. Uh, as opposed to, is that you or me?
Uh,
Oh, I got a pop up. The
oh, you
internet.
got a pop up? No.
Um, but so the goal is to respond and not react, which these things that we're going to be sharing about today are going to be very helpful. Um, sorry, you guys, I can't see.
You want me to try to zoom? I can probably zoom in on this. Um, is that good?
Thank you. Yes, that's
Better?
better. Um, so your daily regulation flow, awareness, try to identify dysregulated moments or triggers, overwhelm, numbness, before you react. Try to like pay attention, okay, before you respond to before you react to something. Try to think about it and feel into it and see how does it feel. Why am I triggered? Why am I overwhelmed? Using Well, some things are we can use the Solex, our Solex tools. So the illuminator is really helpful. I've done that where I don't have the one that vibrates, but whichever one you have, or if you have the massage ball, but you can use it on the vagus nerve to help stimulate. Try to release. So, like writing down or voice recording emotions or do the expressive writing. Try to do that on a daily basis to help, let things out and let things process before you do meditation or before you do your inner voice. And meditation could just simply be sitting in stillness for a few minutes. Moving your body is really helpful. And I know sometimes, you might not feel like it when there are certain circumstances, but if you just try to force yourself to move your body, go outside, walk, ground and touch the grass, and just give yourself a few minutes and see how that really shifts things for you. Use the appropriate Sefi playlists. And I shared a couple here, but you can customize it to your liking. Scan and optimize daily. Optimize the nervous system and the body systems, even, especially when you do notice that things are off, try to do it a few times a day. Try to do your easy scan daily. So you can scan and optimize and imprint the appropriate homeopathic remedies and the flower, and try to imprint it into water or to your sugar pellets and broadcast. I do notice that flowers really help
Mm-hmm.
restore. So when depending on the situation or the anxiety, whether it's if it's an anxiety, I know when people are having a panic attack, try to do the box exercise. Try
Mm-hmm.
to like take a deep breath in, hold it, and then just try to make the exhale longer. So, you can do 5, 7, 8 pattern. Uh, you can also try to follow a guided breath work a few times a week. There was one I tried to add a link here, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. Sorry, Nicole, I forgot to ask you, but
It's okay.
there's this really cool breathing exercise that really helped me when I was like it always helps me when I'm struggling, but it just makes you, connect back to self. Um, Try to use your infinity wand mat for a minimum of 20 minutes on alpha or theta mode. The infinity wand on appropriate meridian points and chakras. Um, to be honest, the meridian points, I was like when I was doing my research, every single meridian point is connected to the nervous system, right, Dr. Tracy? I was looking that up, and it mainly shows the chakra connected to the nervous system. The crown chakra is, but meridians are all connected. So if you can just do a whole body wanding, that will be really beneficial. Utilize the hub if you have access to it, but try to only can choose 2 functions. And I can't remember. I have it at work, so I didn't have it on me, but I think it's there's like three categories. There's emotional and there's physical, and I cannot remember the third one, but I think that's the mental. So try to, you have a lot of options from there, but choose two. The sessions really help with the nervous system regulation. The Cephi dots, imprint and apply on your body wherever you want, utilizing MindSync. And we've included some affirmations to help with that. And using the AO tune is so helpful as well.
Yeah, I feel like we forget about AOTune. Like we have all these other tools, and sometimes we forget to use the AOTune, and that can really make a huge difference. I don't know how many people on the call have the little tuners, but they are amazing. You can put them on different spots of the body, and they're different than the tuning forks that like lose the vibration after a short amount of time. So when you use like the actual tuners, you can keep that going for an extended amount of time. It's really cool. I definitely recommend it if you guys haven't tried them, and I feel like they're reasonably priced too for what you're getting. And it's,
Yeah.
it's a great way. Josie, you were going to say something.
No, I was gonna say I just love how affordable they are, and they're so versatile. And I love how you can now add them to your playlist. And
Hmm.
That's good that we made them walk all the way to the fast. Aren't they? Yeah, because the table in front and
Oh, sorry. Cynthia, were you going to chime in with something? I thought I saw your hand.
I have a question, if I may.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Um, so I have only been doing certain things for all this time and haven't really got into just now getting into actually offering and doing things for people. So I'm having a little trouble with MindSync. Some people, aren't you supposed to do your own voice, the person that it is for? What if they want to hear your voice doing it? Doing the affirmations and sending that instead of them recording their own. Do you know what I mean?
So I know when we learned about MindSync, and I always thought this was like really cool. Lauren shared that that we as humans, like we listen to our own voice, like our subconscious hears our own voice loud and clear, hears our mother's voice loud and clear, and then hears the voice of source, like God's voice.
Okay.
So I mean, yes, you can make them the affirmations, but they're not going to be as powerful as if they did them themselves. And we have the
Okay.
scripts written out. So if you have a client that wants to do them, but you're like, how are we going to do it? They're remote. You can send them the script and they can send you an audio and you can play it into MindSync for them.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so very much. Thank
Yeah,
you.
sure.
Oh,
Sure. If you need the scripts, I know they're on High Vibes Tribe, but if you need them, just let me know and I can send them over to you.
that would be really groovy if you could do that.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, thank you so very kindly.
Yeah, sure. Any other questions before we keep going? Okay. Um, so these are the AOTune frequencies that kind of like work for the nervous system. Um, it's cool because you can see like the different hertz that are used, and you might want to combine it with where on the body you're using it or where you feel like maybe from your scans or from your other things that you're doing with the AO, and just feeling like sometimes I feel like, yes, we can scan and see what shows up in our scans, but sometimes we might just like need to like be quiet and like check in, like what do I need, and like feel it, feel what you need, get more comfortable asking yourself, like just having that quiet time to really check in and see like, yes, I feel like this is what I want to try. And sometimes we go on autopilot, especially when we're feeling this nervous system imbalance. But almost just being quiet and like really just in the stillness, feeling like, you know what, I feel like I'm not grounded. Like I need to work on that first. Just feel your energy. And the more you keep doing that, the better you're gonna understand who you are and how to support yourself. You know, that
Absolutely.
that
Nicole, do you have special sorry, do you have special frequencies or certain flowers or et cetera, that you reach this hertz on? Or do you make a playlist to reach this hertz? Um,
it's actually with the AO tune.
Yeah, when you
it's
So
with
look
the
up
AO
that playlist,
tune.
you'll find that's how they are.
Okay, let me go into this. Like I said, I only run, I'm not lazy. I have a little thing. Um, but I was just running my easy inner voice comprehensive vitals in that and only running Cephis. And that's all I was doing until here of late. So I read through stuff, but I've got myself confused.
let me send you, just in an effort of time. Let me send you. I did. My husband and I did an AO tune recap,
Oh,
and
beautiful.
it's recorded on Zoom. So I'll send you that Zoom link, and you can get all caught up with how to
Oh,
use
God
AO tune.
bless you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Um, all right.
I
So
feel like
let's.
I'm late to the curve here.
No, you're fine.
No, you're not the
Everybody's.
yeah, you're not the only one. I find like a lot of people don't I don't know why we don't utilize the AO tune a lot, but I feel like it has so many cool functions in it.
Features, yes.
It
Yeah.
does. It
It's a little
does.
overwhelming.
But now we have the scan button, so we can just let it, determine what we need.
Mm-hmm.
And creating a playlist again, I'm just so excited. I really love that they added that recently. I feel like it's really helpful.
Mm-hmm. Um, so nutrients and supplements. Do you want me to do this one or you want to go, Josie?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay, so for the nervous system, magnesium, can't say enough about magnesium and how much it helps just calm the body. They're all different kinds of magnesium and they're different ones for different things. So you can definitely, research the magnesium that you need for you, but it can help with calming nerves, helping you sleep at night, easing muscle tension. And then the B complex is helpful for neurotransmitter balance. And B's, like a lot of times, we talk about methylation a lot. So think about that. If your body's getting all like crowded up with not being able to methylize, you might need those B vitamins to help these neurotransmitters and everything get where it's supposed to go. Omega 3s, so they're great for anti-inflammatory, brain support. And I love actually the omega 3s from Solex. They're like my favorite because they're not too big. They don't taste weird. I don't know if you guys like them or who takes them too, but they're awesome. Then adaptogens, so ashwagandha. I don't know how to pronounce this one. Is it radiola? And then holy basil. Then you have L-theanine, GABA, chamomile, and lemon balm for relaxation. Chamomile tea, even just having that at night, I feel like is really helpful to just get the body like relaxed. Hydration and electrolytes for nerve conductivity. Like we need water. Like we can't say it enough. Like even with scanning, you have to make sure that you're drinking water because if you do your scans and you're not really hydrated, you're going to get things looking a little weird. So make sure you're hydrating before scanning, hydrating throughout the day. The first thing when you wake up, don't go get a coffee, have a glass of water. Even better if you can put some lemon in there. And then grounding walks, gentle yoga, meditation, some nature time, breath work, and journaling, which Josie was talking about. And then CBD can be helpful too, to just like ease the nervous system.
I'm sorry, can I just say something? I'm weird about this stuff. Does everybody know to test whether they can take these vitamins and supplements together at the same time in the day? Sometimes these are needing to be by themselves.
That's a really
And
good point. You really need to space things out. Like certain things you don't want to have at the same time. But again, like you want to even look at like what medications, if you're on any
mm,
medications, and
two
always check
hours
for,
away.
yeah,
Oh,
always check to make
mhm,
sure that like you're not canceling anything out or
right.
wiping out of your system something that you need. Um, but yes, always check. That's a good
Yeah,
point. Thank
because a lot of people don't realize that. And it takes me a lot of language to get people to realize you don't take this with this, especially your medication with them. And they've been taught this the whole time by white coat syndrome. So it's difficult for them to separate those two.
you. Hmm.
Like were y'all taught about vitamin B, you take that in the morning, you don't want to take that at night because of the
Right.
metabolism of it?
Hmm. It's better to have
Sorry,
that in the
I
morning. No, these are all good things. These are
okay,
definitely good things. Like, I
okay.
mean, um, there's just so much. But yes,
There is.
absolutely.
Yes.
And then it would be a good idea to put added therapy in the scanner, a category, put like nervous system regulation, and then put all the things that you're interested in and see what it suggests for you too. But of course, when we're talking to a client, we're going to have to change the language. We can't hear you.
I'm sorry. How do you do that?
Oh, how do you add it as a new
Mm-hmm.
category?
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's
Um,
see. Nicole, do you have the scanner or should we? Okay, well, when you go to supplements, from what I can remember, if you click
okay,
on
I'm
your
going
name
back
at the
there.
top,
Mm-hmm.
you know where it
Mm-hmm.
says supplements, add supplements and therapies, I think it says.
Yeah, I'm bringing it
Mm-hmm.
up actually. But a lot of this stuff too, Cynthia, if you need help with this, like if you go into High Vibes Tribe, there, Jess has everything in there. Like,
Oh, okay.
so you'll
It's
be able,
been
you can
so long
search
since
for it.
I've
No,
okay.
no, no. These are good questions, and I'm sure that others, could benefit from them as well. But I don't want to waste the
Oh
time,
no,
like
I'm sorry.
the
Yep, you're
time
cool.
here, bring up the scanner, just in the effort of time, because we try to keep these to a half hour.
Sure. I'm
And
sorry, and
no, no, no,
No,
you're
you're
good, you're good.
fine.
But let us know if you have trouble finding that. Reach me after the training, and I can definitely point you in the right direction.
thank you. God bless you.
And we'll get you everything you need because you want to have all this good stuff.
I wish I'd have done this anyway. It is what it is.
You're here now.
Yeah, you're here now, and that's what matters. So, all right. So, Josie, you're up, right?
Uh, so food is always important too. This really frustrates me because some people, um, I mean, we're all guilty of it, but I do work with some clients that want all the magic, but they're not willing to do the work. So focusing on nutrition is really important too. It's not just like taking an anxiety pill or something, a band-aid to cover up. Help taking the right proper foods, eating the proper foods will help because they're going to give you all the nutrients that your body is needing, your brain is needing. So healthy fats are so important. Avocados, wild salmon, walnuts, chia seeds, olive oil. There's so much more, but those are just examples. Your mineral foods are important, like leafy greens, beets, pumpkin seeds, sea salt, cacao. I love cacao. Protein and tryptophan. So that's found in eggs, turkey, quinoa, lentils, because that's your serotonin support. Root vegetables like carrots, sweet potatoes, parsnips, those are very grounding. So that helps when we're so disconnected, right? Fermented foods like sauerkraut, kefir. Is that how you say it?
Kefir. I don't know. I say
Kefir,
kefir. I don't
kefir.
know.
People say
Yeah,
it
I'm not.
differently.
Yeah.
Um, that will kimchi that helps with the gut and brain connection. So you need to keep your gut healthy because it's connected to your brain, and so you see how everything is interconnected. Bone broth, vegetable broth, herbal teas, like we talked about chamomile, tulsi, lemon balm. Those are very soothing. Helps the muscles relax, your nervous system relax. And it's very, very, very important to reduce caffeine, alcohol, refined sugar, processed oils, seed oils, fried foods. I get so many people that say, oh, like coffee doesn't bother them and they can have it a million times a day and like they're proud. But that really messes up your nervous system. That's the worst thing you can do. So just be careful with caffeine.
And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that stuff. It's called Calm, and it's like a powder, and you can put
Mhm.
it in like water at night. Um, I've heard good things about it. It just made me think of it with like the in the evening, like if you're not doing teas and you want something to just help you relax. Like I believe it's like all natural stuff, so I'd be interested to see what's in it. But um, all right, so vagus nerve exercises and somatic resets. So humming and chanting, it's so good for us. Like you should be humming. If you're just at home and you're doing your work, you might as well hum because you're, keeping your body regulated, helping to like stimulate that vagus nerve to do what it needs to do. Slow exhalation breathing, the 5-7-8 pattern that Josie mentioned on the other side, and it activates the parasympathetic state. So even if like you're in a really stressful situation and you can feel the anxiety starting to kick in, if you just wait for a second and like bring yourself back to center, start breathing. You can even do the those eye tricks of like looking to the left, looking to the right without moving your head, and coming back to center. It really does help to reset you. And then cold exposure. So if you need to like splash your face, I know a lot of people do the cold plunges. I'm not a fan of them, but um, splashing your face, I think, is a good way to like refresh and get that vagus nerve like reset again. So then you have tapping, EFT or chest tapping. It restores emotional energy. I know like over here at the collarbones, those are like good, reset areas. Um, then neck stretch and gaze shift. So turning the head slowly side to side to calm the brain stem. So just like a slow but like, easy kind of movement. You want to calm everything down. So everything should be slow and relaxed. The orienting exercise, and that's looking around and naming what you see to signal safety. If you feel like a panic attack coming on, I know I've heard of this too, like, naming something you can see, you can smell, like bringing you back, getting you back grounded again, so you can pull your body like back in. Um, and Josie, feel like if you want to add anything, jump in,
No, you're good. I was just thinking this is literally what I do when I used to have panic attacks. I would either splash my face or
Uh-huh.
sit and name objects and things and look around to just relax, be able to ground a little bit. And it
Right.
really does work.
And they say with smells too, like not just like you can look around and name an object or like, something that you can feel, you can touch, you can smell, you can like bringing you back to, you know, being present right
It
here.
kind of, yeah, it kind of gets you out of your head in a way.
Hmm.
Because
And
that's what it is. It's overthinking.
there's another thing too, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this, but like, the ego is the mind, and that overthinking, sometimes you actually just need to like tell your mind to turn off, like to stop. And I've actually named my ego mind, and I tell my ego mind to shut up. So my kids used to do that little TikTok dance, that like dang dang diggity dang. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but the girl in it is there's a whole thing like shut up Heather, and then they do this dang dang diggity dang. So I named my ego mind Heather. So like when I start like getting stressed about, I'm like, Heather, shut up. Let's go. We're not doing this.
Mine is
And
Bob.
so it's this, yeah, name that ego mind if you haven't done so already. Um, and it helps because it's like that's not
Yes.
you. That's the ego. So you want to get back into spirit and call yourself back in. Um,
And that's how
as
you can connect to your higher self better.
hmm. Yes, very true. Let's see. So practice daily before inner voice sessions for faster regulation. Oh, practice like doing some of these exercises. And then use a massage ball on the sides of the neck, and that can help to, again, like stimulate that vagus nerve. Okay.
So these are some really awesome flowers that can help with the nervous system regulation. Um, we have, well, at least I can read these. Well, some. Um, Aspen, um, and I'm not going to read, everything. You can read the description. Aspen, white chestnut, um, mimulus, elm, cherry plum, olive, black-eyed Susan, crowea, jacaranda, fringed violet. I mean, you can go through these that you can create a playlist or imprint the ones that you need for for the day and use them. Some homeopathic remedies are also helpful. Like I'm not going to read those, but homeopathics and flowers, as we all know, are very beneficial, especially for imprinting.
I have a question, if I may.
Sure.
How many homeopathics can you actually imprint into, say, one sugar pill or into your water, your juice, your rings, your bracelets? How many can actually go in there?
Hmm.
Or Cepheid dots, or does it just depend on your unique self and you need the muscle response test for
Yeah.
that?
Well, if you can muscle test it, I believe that's best. I'm
You
trying
want me
to
to answer that?
remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tracy,
Tracy.
come in.
uh, so with homeopathics, less is more because they work on a less is more frequency.
Okay.
So um, if you can pinpoint, if you're doing different issues,
Mm-hmm.
you could probably do two or three. But if it's for the same, say a fever, only do one and do the minimum.
Okay.
And
Beautiful.
so, yeah. And then what you want to do, like if it's something that's acute, like let's say a fever that just popped
Mhm.
up, you can do like 5 pellets every 10 minutes or every hour until it subsides. So some will say every 10 minutes, some will say every hour. And once it starts subsiding, then you drop the pellets. You would go to like from 5 to 3 every hour. And then once it's
Okay.
gone, then use once a day. So
Beautiful.
less is more.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you, ladies.
So up to 5 max, Tracy, if we're gonna do, or like in a playlist would be 2 max.
So, like in my water, if I'm doing pellets, I'll only do up to 3. But in my water, when I do the easy scan, I just do all of them in there, just because it's the water. It's not quite the same.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But in pellets, because you have to let them dissolve, I just do up to 3.
Mhm.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. You guys, Tracy helped me so much at DOD. I would wake up with a headache every single day. And here she is coming to the rescue with like imprinting everything. Because, you know, when you have a headache, you can't think straight. She's amazing.
You know, that's so helpful. And I feel like with the pellets too, just knowing that for the homeopathics, like they work so good in there. So like I prefer using the pellets for the homeopathics. Sometimes I'll put them in a playlist, but I really prefer just using the pellets for them. Okay, so then MindSync, there's some affirmations here that you can use in MindSync. So you know how we have the different scripts that are in there. You can just choose like the memory affirmations, one to
That's the
record.
longest.
Yeah, it lets you put in as many. So you could probably do all 10 of these in that memory one. And you just ignore anything that's coming up on the screen and just read what you want in there. So this is AO MindSync down here. You would just click the memory affirmation script and then record affirmation. And then you could speak these all in and then choose whatever you want to have as your music track in the back and, you know, save it and then listen to it.
I don't know if anybody remembers seeing this recently. I think it was by Dr. Darlene, but she said something which I wasn't aware of. Choosing the hertz here, like the low, mid, or high, each one has a specific wave. So like one is theta. I can't remember which one is theta, but we have theta and alpha, or like, I don't know if anybody remembers what I'm talking about. I think it was on a call.
I only remember Lauren, and this was before Dr. Darlene, saying always choose high. That was
Oh,
like
yeah. Okay.
almost a year ago. And that's what I've stuck with. But if you have more information, I'd love it because I don't know.
Yeah, I usually just pick high. Um, but that would be great to know because I'm sure there's something also behind all of that. And if you're using it for something specific, like maybe sleep, you might want to use like the theta one or,
Mhm.
you know, that would be really helpful. If you find out more, let us know. Um,
And I forgot to add one or two things. I mean, I don't have access to it. I don't know much about it, but RTMS, I'm sure is very helpful
Okay,
too.
bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Thank you. RTMS would also be helpful, right, Nicole, for the nervous system and for sure
Absolutely.
the rain too. So that's my dream to get that. But
I think we all would love the rain if we don't have it already. Yep. Okay, so we're almost through. This is the last slide, and these are some playlists here for grounding and restoring and calming and regulating the nervous system. And again, like kind of what Josie was saying, like if you see something coming up for you, you don't have to use exactly these. Like you can, you know, take something out and replace it with something else, like whatever really feels like is coming up more for you. Like even with the Bach flowers, like if you see that you're scanning and one keeps coming up, you might want to take that one and put that one in and take one of these out that doesn't come up often for you.
I wonder if
Um,
it's the same thing about flowers.
of how many in a
Mhm.
playlist or
Yeah,
I don't think so because they're just flowers.
we can mix.
So it's emotional. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't think you'd want to do too many
yeah.
because you don't want to counterbalance because it's all frequency. But if you're, if you're feeling angry, that's frustration, impatience, that's a bunch of things. So you could probably imprint anything that goes along with anger, and it'll keep you, it won't be so bad. But if you're feeling sad but overexcited and you try to combine all those, you're just kind of, it may not make sense to your body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'll turn it over to Josie for the last one.
So to sum it up, your nervous system is the bridge between your body and your spirit, a living conductor of light, emotion, and intelligence. Regulation isn't about perfection or constant calm. It's about going back to safety, presence, and connection to self after life's waves move through. By combining our AO scan technology, the Solex tools, nourishment, somatic resets, and nervous system awareness, you are retraining your body to trust life again. Honor the small daily moments of grounding, breath, and stillness. These are where true rewiring happens. And let this protocol serve as a guide to remember that healing isn't something you chase, it's a rhythm you return to.
And I love that ending, Josie. It's so pretty.
Thank you. Who did I say bye to?
I think they might have been
We're
saying
talking
bye
to somebody
else. Yeah, probably.
Just noticed.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry.
Let me see. I didn't really check the chat. Are there any questions in there?
Oh,
Um,
I forgot that I'm running the.
Let me see. I just pulled it up. Okay. So,
Where can we identify heart-brain coherence? It's in the vitals.
yeah, and then oh yeah, passion flower tea is great, and that's really good for blood pressure too. If your pressure tends to run a little on the higher side, that can be helpful.
It's also good for pineal gland balancing.
Mm.
Passion flower?
Yeah, so
Mildred is saying when in training for Bach flowers, my instructor recommended never doing more than 6 to 7 flowers at a time. That's good to know.
and I think everybody's different. Everybody probably has like different levels of what they can tolerate, but just see how things feel too. Like if it feels like too much, then switch it up.
Yeah. Muscle test.
Yeah, muscle test. Does
Love you
anyone
too,
else
Jess.
anyone else have any questions? Okay, I think we're good. Thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna stop sharing.
Thank you. Let us know if you have any questions afterwards, or Cynthia, if you need help with anything.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good night.